What do we have here? Oh, Krizz Kaliko. Just in case y'all know, I'm saying aha, not awful. Because there ain't no way this could be awful. This is classic music. Matter of fact, it look like I need to turn it up a little bit. This sounds a little quiet, YouTube. What y'all doing, man? Hold on, before we get to Ricky was a young boy. 18 in life. I have no idea what this song is about. Now, I heard of the band Skid Row before, but I don't think I've ever heard a Skid Row song. Again, I grew up in this era, so I had heard some of these songs, grocery stores, just my friends in the suburbs where I live, randomly playing this, gone to a couple rock concerts, but kind of just heard it along the way at different places in life. This is Skid Row. Before we get into that, though, in case you don't know, I am Krizz Kaliko, the only multi-platinum rapper, singer, writer, producer, reacting to videos on YouTube, and this is getting closer to the classics. Oh, let's go.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko.
Krizz!
Oh, they're waking Krizz up.
Yo, getting closer to the classics, just closer to the classics. I keep saying getting because I am getting closer to the classics. A lot of these are classics. That's what I'll be looking at on this channel. Occasionally, I will look at occasionally I'll react to some comedy and some other musics, but some other musics. Can I make up a word and say musics? Some other music. Occasionally I will be, but I wanted to get closer to the classics. I heard a lot of these songs all of my life, and these songs really helped me with rap music. A lot of rock, a lot of classic rock, a lot of classic everything, for real, helped me sculpt my version of gangster rap back in the day and of just rap, alternative rap and everything. That's why I do country music even now. There's an EP I got out. I still do some rap. Me and my brother Vin J dropped an EP called Chop. You should check that out. I do put out music from time to time. Not even from time to time. Consistently, I put out music. Follow me on all of my socials. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This channel is blowing up really, really fast. Black Pegasus and I did a Tom McDonald reaction, and it really blew up and started really blowing my channel up. And I've been putting out music for years. So my fans that are here, thank you for coming. If you're new, thank you for coming. This is Skid Row. Let's get into this, man. 18 in life. Let's see what this is talking about. Hold on. Before it even gets started, I got to back that up. Am I tripping? Or did dude have on fingernail polish? Now, this is what I'll tell you. Nail polish is popular nowadays, but it was not as popular back then. You talking about, this is from the 80s. Dudes wearing nail polish, I'm saying, not just nail polish. Let me see. Nail polish. Now, only the rockers did it back in the day. The rappers actually do it now. Tell me if you agree with that. Nail polish on guys, colored nail polish on guys or not. I'm not going to tell you what I think about it or not. In the 80s, I just saw like gothic dudes and like rock cats, you know what I'm saying, wearing it. They'd had the black spiky hair and the fingernail. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Nail polish on guys or not? Does it matter? Is it questionable to you guys, or what do you think about it? Let's keep going. I just was tripping. I thought I saw that. 18 in life. Oh, yeah, like going to jail. What Ricky do? What Ricky do? Okay. Hair. You couldn't be in a band without hair back in them days. Hold on. Wait a minute before we get started on the second verse. If you thought for one second that you was going to be in a band without hair in the 80s, you got another thing coming. I think if I showed up to practice, if I showed up for band tryouts and I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? I play the hell out of the guitar. And I got this in the 80s, they would have kicked me right out the door. They'd kick me out the door. Not that it was a lot of black dudes doing rock back then, but doing this kind of rock anyway back then. But the hair alone would have to have gotten me kicked out. 18 in life. So I just would be wanting to break down like what he's talking about. Ricky obviously wanted to push everybody in the house. And daddy wasn't playing it. See, that's what you young cats don't know. That's what you teenage dudes don't know. Don't you come in here pushing on daddy. Daddy, when you got a daddy will throw your butt. I'm going to say butt. Daddy will throw your butt right through that glass out the door. I haven't had to ever do that. My son is 18, and he got 18 in life to go. But Ricky was on the wrong trail. My kids don't have a choice but to be on the right trail, and they are. They're great kids. I love them dearly. My son is actually an all-star basketball player who's going to go to community college and play. It looks like a football player, but I had him on one of my other reactions. And then my little baby is into music, and I have a great relationship with my kids. But don't get thrown through the glass window. That's all I'm going to say. Why you drinking by the fire, Ricky? Oh, no. You like, hold on. His friend is at least like, Ricky, you doing too much playing, bro. We got bottles. We in the shot at the bottles. Now we drinking out of bottles. And I like in the 80s where they have to be very literal, where they're like, and then he had a gun. And a gun pops up immediately. And then he put his glasses on. I like how literal they are. And then he grabbed his phone and put it up to his eardrum. I like how everything's literal in the 80s music videos. This is dope. 18 in life to go. We only got a little bit left to go. Let's go. Oh, no. Ricky, y'all need a job. Oh no, he killed his friend? I'm gonna tell you what was wrong. Ricky hanging around too many fires, too many random fires in abandoned buildings. That's the first mistake. Now, first mistake was pushing your daddy. I can't say that enough. Then you push like your friend or your brother, whoever else had a long hair. Then you're drinking and shooting the bottles. And then his friend threatened him and challenged him to shoot him. Dang, that's crazy. Because there's some kids out there that have been through some stuff. I'm just being funny about it. But stay out of the warehouse fires, Ricky. And maybe you would have a lot more life left. The song is fire, though. Oh, Ricky. Life to go. Abandoned buildings with fires. You had to have that kind of voice back in the 80s. Yeah, yeah. That screamy little grit. Oh, that's it. I would have waited till it got over. Oh, yeah, baby. They had some voices back then, man. Like, it was, like, powerful and, like, scratchy and, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the voices back then had that grit to them and high. If you were a dude with long blonde hair, a powerful, scratchy voice like that, you was pretty much done. You could show up at the record label, they were signing you, and you was gonna have a power ballad like this, and a leather jacket. Man, you was on in the '80s, straight up. Skid Row. I had never seen anything from Skid Row before. That's really dope. I thought I knew some of the bands, and like I said, I'm familiar with some of the hooks, but Skid Row, I saw those shirts at school. Kids used to wear like Iron Maiden t-shirts and like Skid Row t-shirts and stuff, but I wasn't crazy familiar. Well, I wasn't familiar with their music at all. So it's dope to get to know that, man. I'm getting closer to the classics. Thank y'all for joining me for another show. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one because I'm going to keep doing these because we blowing up. The only singing, rapping, singing, multi-platinum producer and writer reacting to videos on YouTube. Krizz Kaliko, getting closer to the classics. Cali, baby. Peace.
Krizz Kaliko.
Kaliko?
Krizz Kaliko.
Krizz!
Oh, they're waking Krizz up. Uh-oh.